all know that today we have this free training on Flutter app, mobile app development. And if we talk about mobile app development, mobile apps are something which we are all are using, right? We have multiple apps in our mobile, but we don't know how to develop it, right? And if you know the importance of these mobile apps, then you must know that there is multiple jobs in the market nowadays who are hiring for a person who knows the mobile app development software or tool called Flutter. Okay, so to uh, uh, to know that thing more or to learn about that technique and tool, we have this we bought this session to you by Isaac. So if Isaac have brought to you this session, then we must know about Isaac what is Isaac and what they doing. So for that reason, I'm going to play a short video that will give you a glimpse of Isaac and bit detail about the things that they are providing, services and products. So I'm going to play this video. Just pay attention and check out here. So as you have seen about Isaac, learn what they are providing, their product, and what they have what they are doing exactly. Okay, so I would like to tell you a bit more about it to just give you a basic understanding of Isaac Learn. Why I'm saying this, I'll give you a thing at the end of this session. Okay, so stay with us, stay tuned. Then we have a very nice surprise for you at the end of this session. So let's begin. First of all, Isaac Learn is an edtech platform because in this digital era, virtual education, or we called it online education, is the most convenient way to learn things, right? So Isaac Learn came with some products which called job ready skill or skill ready courses like digital marketing, cyber security, foreign languages, healthcare, or many more. We have all courses which is in trend, which is in upskilling courses. We all have here. So you can check our website, which is www.isaaclearn.com. I'll put this link in chat box as well. You can check there. So without any further ado, I'll be moved to the next slide. Here it is. Okay, so I would like to tell you that throughout the video, you guys will not be able to unmute yourself and ask any query. So don't worry, we will take your questions and query. At the end of this session, you just need to write it in the chat box or Q&A session, Q&A section. Okay, so before moving ahead, I would like to ask a couple of questions which we call polls. I'm going to throw a couple of polls. You will see on your screen. You just need to click on your convenient answer. Okay, so first question is here on your screen, which is educational qualification of yours. This is just to know our audience a bit more. So what is your highest level of education or qualification? Okay. I'm getting the responses. Let's see who will be win. Okay, so as I can see here, we have mostly graduate people over here who want to learn Flutter. Okay, really nice to see this response. Thank you so much. Next question is going to appear on your screen. Here it is. So now I want to know your current profession. What is your current profession or field work? Okay, getting the response. All you have to at least select one. Few seconds to go. Fast, fast, fast. Okay, okay. Time's up. So according to data, we have most of the job seekers with us or who are working full time. They have joined us today. So that's really nice. Like we have such kind of audience who are looking for a job opportunity or who want to make their career in further development, which is in demand skill, of course, or in demand skill to develop apps. Okay, so let's move ahead and let's know about our trainer, whose name is Ms. Arpita Dubey. She is data science expert. She is going to take this session today, and she has over 5 years of comprehensive experience in data science. She has trained many students, and she has dedicated 3+ years of hands-on engagement in industry. She has empowered and guided 500 plus individuals in navigating the dynamic landscape of data science. She has wonderful knowledge of data science, and we are glad to have her today for this session. And I would request Ms. Arpita ma'am to start this session. Our people, our audience are waiting for you. Please join.
Okay, thank you so much, Sonam, for introducing me.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm audible correctly? Like, if my voice is not too much low.
No, no, it's perfectly fine, ma'am. You can share your screen and start the session.
Sure, sure.
Okay.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. I hope my screen is visible to you all. Okay, so before starting this webinar, I just wanted to know about your background. Like I have already saw the result as you all are the graduated ones and you are seeking job opportunities and also are working on different field. I just wanted to know about yourself, in which from which background you are in, and also in which state or city you live, because this will give a little interaction between you and like for my audience. So can you please just tap on chat box? And I hope you all are comfortable in English and Hindi also. I will try to speak Hindi a little bit, but more we will continue our session in English mostly. Okay, Ishwant, Chennai. Other one? And what you have done, at graduation, BCA, BTech, or any non-technical degree. You all can type about the degrees you have done in graduation, or maybe you're just pursuing the graduation. Okay, BTech IT. That's nice. Okay, I want more answers. We have some 20 plus attendees for this session. I want more interaction, you know. Ne- Neha Verma, okay. Alok Singh, nice. Madhya Pradesh. Okay, that's really nice. Oh God, I'm in class 8. Wow. Okay, that's nice. If like my our youth is like increasing the interest towards the technology IT field, because like this webinar is scheduled for the like tech aspirants. Okay, someone else? So I can see the most of the audience is belong from the IT field. And apart from that, if you are from like non-tech background, like first of all, Flutter is like very easy to learn. As you all know, it's like a mobile application developer. Like we are using the apps for a daily basis, whether it's a app like Swiggy, Zomato, or Amazon, Flipkart. Like we used to order from these app daily on daily basis, and apart from that, Blinkit for delivering our groceries and a different one. So, using a app or like playing a game or maybe using different application is a very much easy one. But when you talk about to create a single application, it's a very hard work, like lots of coding skills you need. And apart from that, many like for a week or maybe like for a 2 or 3 months, you can develop a single app or a single app page here. Like if we just click on one app, just like example, Amazon, and we get into a part of home page, and there you can just type and search for different things, items, like if we search about bags, and for forwarding to different page to different one, like we are if we are searching it, it's like very easy one. But for developing and just searching and creating a different web pages according to the app, it's a very kind of difficult task. So by the help of Flutter, it is like become very easy, because Flutter is like a developer, and we can easily access is to the visual code extension. And in this we use Dart also. So in today's session, first of all, I will just give you some theoretical knowledge about it, and after that we will get into the part of practical knowledge in the visual code with the extension using the Flutter and Dart. So now, without wasting any more time, we will just continue our session. So as you all can see, the introduction part, like what is the basically Flutter is. Like in general, like creating a mobile application is very complex and challenging task. As you all know, I've explained it before. Like some different frameworks are available, like which provide some excellent features to develop mobile application. Like for developing mobile apps, Android provides a native framework based on Java and Kotlin language, while iOS provides a framework based on Objective-C Shift language. In the last few years of this decade, we have seen a lot of app startups emerging all across the globe. With the rise in technology and the availability of smartphones, many startups find it easy to connect with users and clients via apps. Like it's a very easy one to connect. Like as an example, if you want to order something at night, at midnight, maybe we can say at 2 a.m. Or maybe like 3 a.m. By using the Swiggy and Zomato app or any other delivering food delivering app, it is very easy to get food delivered within a hours, or maybe like in half hour. So the app market has also grown in the last some few years, and is expected to grow exponentially in the upcoming also decade. And the app development market has also been on a rise and has allowed countless apps developer to exhibit their skills and find a suitable job. Like with this shift into apps, much development and research have been done to deliver the best and to make the app development process faster and much easier. Like an app can be broadly categorized as iOS apps, Android apps. Like when we talk about the iOS apps, these apps are made for Apple devices and to wear. Like iOS apps are made using the Shift language, basically. And when we talk about the Android apps, it's like these apps are made for Android devices and where like Android's apps are made using Java and Kotlin, as I have mentioned in this slide, and with an extension of .apk. You can see in your file manager there is an extension known as .apk. Like many app developers who had to work in a cross-platform work environment and are responsible for the development of both Android and also iOS app, found it is a difficult and lengthy process to develop apps from both platforms. And the major problems encountered by companies and developers are some listed here, like okay, is there an issue with the volume? I think it's all perfect. Okay, I think this one is a previous. Uh, uh, okay, Raja. So I can answer all your questions before the ending of this session. When we complete this session by 5:45 or maybe just before that, I will answer all these questions. Okay. So just we are discussing about the different major problems encountered by companies and also developer no other cross-platform dependency like iOS and Android apps work very differently integrally. So the developers had to redesign and reconfiguring the same content for the individual platform when we talk about the Androids and also the iOS app. And about the time constraints, like making a professional app from coding to designing requires a lot of time. Like companies usually set a time limit by which the app should be ready to be launched into the market. Those developers who had to work on both these platforms often found time limit issues and also the efficiency and quality of work degraded. These are the some list of problems, issues, and also for the more employees. Like this problem was encountered by the companies, like since they have to develop an app for both platform. A greater numbers of app developers knowing about the individual platform had to be hired. And when we talk about the development cost, since the app has to be made individually for both platforms, the cost of development will increase as more developers will be required. So when will be the Flutter come into the picture? So since the launch of Flutter in May 2017, it has resolved many of the existing problems in the app development industry, such as we talk about the Flutter in the next slide. So these all the points I have discussed before the cross-platform, and each of these framework has verified the degrees of success in the mobile industry. So where a new framework has introduced in the cross-platform development family named Flutter, developed from Google. So Flutter is like a powerful technology, or we can say a tool backed by the Dart language, packed with a powerful mobile framework that can be used in both iOS and the Android application. As I have discussed before, the issues the developer face for developing apps into the two categories for the iOS apps and the Android apps. But by the help of Flutter app, it is like more become easier to develop the same app and same framework for these both apps basically. So the Flutter development tools come with a graphics of library and a material design, and the design allows faster operation of the app and also gives the app a stunning look irrespective of its operating platform. It's like some advantages of Flutter we have discussed. Like the biggest advantage of Flutter is that it can be used to create cross-platform apps. By using the Flutter, one can create iOS apps, Android apps, websites, and much cross-platform software in just one go. Like there is no need to write code for different platform. It is like one of the biggest advantages, achievements from the Flutter for the developer role basically. So after the Flutter launch, we have get the one job role with an intensely high paid job role, which is known as Flutter developer job role. A Flutter developer only used Flutter extension and for developing apps for both Android and also iOS. If we talk about what is Flutter, I have discussed it's a UI toolkit for building fast, beautiful, and also natively compiled application for mobile, web, and desktop with one programming language and the site a single code base. Like it is a free and open source. Initially, it is developed from Google and now manages by the ECMA standard. As I talked before about the Flutter apps, use Dart programming languages for creating an app. If we talk about why is Flutter a boom for startups and company, because the main goal of any company is to acquire more customers. And in the case of app startups, their main concern is to increase user acquisition, right? Irrespective of the platform like iOS or Android. Many startups that either provide their services by an app or startups which are completely dependent on app must decide whether they would like to have an app in the native format or would have an app that could be used irrespective of the operating platform. For that, apps can that are of a native format are used to require to be developed individually for every platform. And the majority of the startups require an app that could work on different mobile platforms in one go. So when the role of Flutter comes into the picture, as some we will discuss this workshop as a e-certificate. No, there is no e-certificate for this webinar. Basically, it's like a webinar based on the Flutter. And now I will discuss some features of the Flutter. Flutter structure offers the elements designers such that talk about present day and receptive structure, utilize Dart programming language, and it is like extremely simple to learn, first of all. And quick turn off events and delightful and liquid UIs and colossal gadget list and run same UI for numerous stages. Also superior execution application, some fast and responsive layout, easy correction of backend and synchronization. So this is like some features of the Flutter we have discussed. And also, uh, it's a little kind of history about the Flutter. Like the first version of Flutter was announced in the year 2015 at the Dart Developer Summit. Like it was initially known as codename Sky and can run on the Android OS. Like after that, on December 4, 2018, the first stable version of Flutter framework was released, denoting Flutter 1.0. And the current stable release of the framework is like Flutter Hotflix 6. It's denoted to into 3.0 version. It's like data for the 2019. And also, Flutter apps use Dart programming for creating lab, and the Dart programming shares several some features as some other programming languages, as we have discussed. And also, Flutter is mainly optimized for 2D mobile apps that can run on both Android and iOS platforms. We can also use is to build full featured apps including camera, storage, geolocation, network, third party SDKs, and much more. And when we talk about like what makes Flutter more unique, like it's kind of different from other framework because it's neither use WebView nor the OME widgets that ship with the device. Instead, it uses its own high performance rendering engine to draw widgets. Like it also implements modes of its system such as animation, gesture, widgets in that programming language that allow developers to read, change, replace, or remove things very easily. Like it gives excellent control to the developers over the system. That's why the Flutter is more unique for the mobile application. And now we have discussed the features for the Flutter. Like it's a first of all, it's a open source. Like anyone can download it. And apart from that, you can use in a different extension. Like I have using the Flutter into the with the pairing of the Visual Code, where I just have to install the Flutter extension and also the Dart one. And it's a cross-platform hot reload and accessible native features and SDKs. And we have to use to write a minimal code for executing a app or featuring an app and some widgets. So these are the some shortlisted features of the Flutter. And now when we talk about some advantages, like first advantage is like cross-platform operation, that apps made with Flutter can be operated on the both platform, and there is no need for the reconfiguration and also the redesigning. Like it makes the app development process extremely fast because of the hot reload feature. Like this feature allows us to change or update the code as reflected as soon the alteration are made. And also the less need of developers. Like this can be advantages for the companies as they require a smaller number of developers, and the app can also like work on the both platform. Like for and also there is some other advantage like less development cost, like since there are a smaller number of developers needed, so the cost incurred for the development of the app also some reduces. And like it provides a smoother and seamless scrolling experience of using the app, like without much hangs or cuts, which makes running application faster in comparison or to other mobile app development frameworks. And also it's like for the time constraint, the time required to launch the app into the market also reduces as only a single app has to be made, and which would work independently on the of the platform. Like it has an excellent user interface because it uses a design centric widget, high development tools, advanced APIs, and many much features. And like when we talk about the powerful design, like Flutter mobile framework is the latest in the market, and this helps to create a very powerful app design with some minimum efforts. Flutter economizes like delightful and adjustable gadgets for superior execution also, and extraordinary versatile application. Like it satisfy every one of the custom necessities and pre-requirements. Like other than these, Ripple offers a lot benefits as for some reference, such as like that has a huge storehouse of programming bundles, and like which lets you expand the capacities of your application. And apart from that, the engineers need to compose only a solitary code base for the two application. Now it's only for both the Android and what's more like for iOS stages. Like Ripple made to be stretched out to other stage also from here on out. And the versatile needs lesser testing, like due to a single code base, it is etiquette on the off chance that we compose and mechanized tests once for both the stages. For the ripple's straightforwardness makes it a decent contender for quick turns of event. And with the Ripple also, designers has full command over the gadgets, its format. And it's like a very similar to reactive framework where the developers do not need to update the UI content manually. And it is also suitable for minimum valuable product apps because of its speedy development process and cross platform nature. And if there is some advantages of using Flutter, there is also some disadvantages. Apps made by Flutter work a bit slower on older devices. If I have a system with 4 GB RAM or a little slower code, the Flutter app will not run on this that system basically. And as the code interpret is designed to work with the native code in older devices, many studies showed that the performance of apps made with Flutter is directly dependent on the processor used. As we talk about the configuration should be high as per demanding for the and running the Flutter. And as you all know, the Flutter is a cross-platform tool basically. So the app developed using Flutter do not give the feel of a native app. The design and a working is a bit different. Although the required operation remains the same, and the native apps are designed to work for a specified platform, while apps made by Flutter are designed to work on cross-platform devices. So the app has to be at a common position to work on for both of the platform. It's provide a very limited access to SDK library. It means like developer does not have a lot of functionalities to create a mobile application. Like such type of functionalities need to be developed by the Flutter developer themselves. And the Flutter apps do not support the browser. It only support Android and iOS version. And apart from that, despite the disadvantages, like many companies have switched to Flutter to develop apps, and the requirement of developers having experience in Flutter is appreciated by applying for a job. Like on the other hand, Flutter is also being improved so that the disadvantages faced by the developers can be reduced. But many other technologies such as Firebase and Node.js are extending their support to Flutter. And this is like helping Flutter to build a strong and reliable ecosystem. Many companies such as Alibaba, Geekants, Tencent, ByteDance, BMW even have started to use Flutter. Like for all these apps developer who wish to work in the app development industry, first they should learn the native languages for the app development, and then they should learn Flutter. Like an example, if we talk about the HTML, also CSS, Node.js, JavaScript, these all things. They first need to learn these all languages. Then after that, it is very easy to learn the Flutter. So if you're already from the technical background or of developer platform or background, basically, like if you have done the full stack development course or any other related to these things, it is very easy to learn Flutter by the help of this native languages basically. Since the demand for Flutter is growing the exponentially, the demand for native app developers will increase in the upcoming years, you know. So having in Flutter experience in Flutter is basically mandatory. And if anyone wishes to work in the app development industry in the upcoming days, so for the upcoming future and upcoming days, it is very much easier and to gain an experience with Flutter is a advantageable. And also there is some history as we have discussed. Flutter is a free and open source UI software, as I've told you before, and it is like introduced by the Google, and it is used to build application for Android, iOS, Windows, and the web. And when we talk about like how does Flutter app help app development, like Flutter simplifies the process of creating consistent, applying UIs for an application across the six platform it support basically. And the Flutter is a cross-platform development framework like we will like first compare it to the native development, and then we can just easily highlight features that is unique to Flutter. Like if we talk about the native app development compare to the Flutter basically cross-platform app development. So coding an application for one specific platform such as iOS is called a native app development, and the by contrast cross-platform app development is building an application for multiple platform in a single code base basically. And when we talk about the native app development, because developers code for a specified platform in native app development, and they have full access to native device functionalities. And this generally leads to a higher performance and a speed compared to the cross-platform app development. And on the other hand, if you want to launch an application on multiple platforms, native apps development requires more code and a more developer. Like in addition to these expenses, native app development can make it harder or higher to launch a different platform at the same time with a consistent user experience. And this is where the cross-platform app development, like Flutter, can be helpful. That is why it's like for the cross-platform, the Flutter is the more popular. So this is the history we have from before. And there is some points for comparing the Flutter and Dart. We for the Flutter we have worked together in the Flutter and Dart, but the purpose here you can see the Flutter is a framework for building mobile apps, and Dart, whereas on other hand is a general purpose language basically, and if we use about like what the programming language does Flutter use, Flutter uses the open source programming language such as Dart, which was also developed by the Google basically. And the Dart is optimized for building UIs, and many of the Dart strengths are used in the Flutter. And for an example, one feature of Dart used in Flutter is a sound null safety. Like uh, Dart sound null safety makes it easier to detect some common bugs called null errors. And this feature reduces the time developers spend on a code maintenance and gives them more time to focus on building their own application, basically. So that is why the Flutter uses the Dart language here. And there is other one syntax like in Flutter use a reactive style programming model called widgets. And also Dart has a syntax similar to other programming oriented languages such as Java or C++. Like there is a one question like what are the widgets in the Flutter? So basically in Flutter, developers build UI layouts by using some widgets, and this means everything a user sees on a screen for Windows and panels to button and text are made of different widgets, and the Flutter widgets are designed so developers can easily customize them. Flutter achieves this through a composition approach. Like this means most widgets are made of the smaller widgets, and the most basic widgets have a specific purpose. Like this allows developer to combine or edit widgets to create a new ones. And Flutter renders widgets using its own graphic engine, instead of relying on a platform built-in widgets, in this way, users will definitely experience a similar look or if we say feel in a Flutter application across platforms. Like this approach also provides flexibility to developers because some Flutter widgets can carry out functions that platform widgets can't. So there is a difference between these both basically. And Flutter also make it easy to use community developed widgets like Flutter architecture supports having multiple widgets libraries, such as Flutter encourages the community to build and maintain the new ones. And if we are talking about the architecture, Flutter uses a widget-based architecture, and where everything is a widget. I have discussed is before this point, and whereas the Dart is designed to support a variety of programming uh, paradigms, including object-oriented and also the functional programming here. So there are also some types of Flutter widgets if we talk about Flutter comes with an extensive widget catalog from the time you download it, and the catalog has 14 categories, which include styling and material components that follow the Google Material Design Guideline. And also, Flutter can comes with layouts and theme included, helping developers to build right away. And when we talk about how is Flutter is supported, Flutter is supported by Google and an active open source community on Reddit, Discord, Slack, Stack Overflow, and Gitter. Google has consistently updated Flutter since its release in 2018, and, with including a Flutter 3 update in 2022 for that zero Flutter 3.0 version and which extended stable support to Mac OS and also the Linux platform. And to make Flutter easier to learn, Google has written extensive documentation and some tutorials. You can find on the Flutter site also, Flutter's sites. You can just type that Flutter sites. And to engage with Flutter users, Google also hosts global events, promote community projects, and sponsor developer challenges. And if you want to know about the more upcoming event, you can just easily check on the Flutter site also. There's a different notification available. And also, there is a difference between the Flutter platform and Dart. Like as Flutter is a cross platform, meaning that it can run on both Android and iOS. And also Dart can be used for the variety of application, including web development and the server side development. And if we talk about the tools between the Flutter and Dart, like it's a Flutter comes with its own development tools, including a widgets library. I have discussed before the widgets library with the different graphical uses and also hot reload feature. And in the other side, Dart can be used with a variety of tools such as the Dart SDK and the third-party libraries also. And apart from that, the Flutter widgets we have discussed before. And now, when we talk about a user interface UI, like it is a way that you can interact with something on a computer or other digital device, like a phone or tablet. Like it includes all the button, menus, and extra. The Flutter widget, such as container, a widget that provides a rectangular visual element for displaying other widgets. This is the basically a container type of projection. And our text, here you can see the widget that displays a string of text on the display, like in a box. If we see any type of text, such as an example, we can see the Flutter here. So this is how the text widget display the text on the screen. And apart from that, a image, like if we are talking about a university or maybe just if we talk about the Isaac lab, you can see a logo and in a app And on other app, maybe just if you use an Amazon, it will always displays a image of different things, like if they have the ongoing sales or any discount, or they're offering any other things to you, there will be an image containing the messages. Like this is how the widget that displays an image on the screen basically. And apart from that, the list view, a list view for at any app, like you, what kind of food you want to order, or maybe what kind of dresses you want to wear. Maybe it's like ethnic wear or Western wear, other things. So this is how the list view can be developed into the app by the help of list view widget, like that displays that scroller list of widgets. Like if we search the different smart watches, so we will given a different set of a different list of smart watches available from different companies, and all details about that smart watches in a list form. So this is the list one. And the app bar, app bar, a logo, that a widget that provides a top app bar with navigation button and a title. Basically, it's like a logo. If we use an app such as maybe like Zoom app here, so there is a logo of Zoom, and the details of Zoom app is written in a navigation button and also a title. So this is how the app bar widgets uh, is helping in Flutter. And also the scaffold, that widgets that provides a basic app structure, including a top app bar and a body area. It's like if I'm just coloring the top side of the app into the green, blue, or any other theme. If we search on any app, and if we want to customize a color, as an example, this is the red color included into the top app bar and a body area. So the scaffold is provides that one customization. And apart from that, the floating action button is like a widget that provides a floating action button for triggering a primary action in the app. So okay, so this is all for from my side. Uh, so I hope so like you can all understand what is Flutter. And for the next few minutes, I'm just handing over to Sonam. You can all ask all questions in the chat box. I will answer it quickly. Okay, so hi, hello Sonam, are you there?
Yes, yes, Pratama. First of all, thank you so much for this fruitful session. I believe all our joinees have understood each and everything you have explained. And if you guys have any query, any question, don't worry, just hold your horses. We'll take your questions at the end of this session. As I promised you that we have a very a great opportunity or offer, we can say, surprise we have for you. So I'm going to reveal that. Just let me share my screen. Okay, so here it is. I believe my screen is visible to all of you. If not, then please write in the chat box.
It is visible now.
It's visible. Okay, thank you so much for the confirmation. So this is our surprise for you guys who have joined us today. We have incredible offer for you who have joined us. Like we have 20% discount for those who have joined us on which the certification course in Flutter app development. Because throughout the session, what you have understood is the importance of Flutter development, right? How you can make a career. Now the path is here, how you can get into this field. So for that reason, you need a course, a specific guidance. And Arpita ma'am has, we have created, Isaac Learn here, we have created a very nice and very wonderful course and fruitful course for you. If you are a beginner or a working professional, or if you know about Flutter and want to start your career or want to upskill your career in this field, then this is the greatest opportunity for you. Okay, and this is the first time we are doing this. We are giving 25% off on this particular course, and I don't want you guys, any of you, to miss this opportunity, because the price of this course is 12,000 rupees, which is reduced to 9,000 rupees only, and you will not get any such deal in future, because this is our highest selling course so far. And in market, we have demand of Flutter development. We have openings as well. If you will done this course with Aisect Learn, then we will also help you to get job instantly, because we have positions but we don't have a skilled person. Okay, so you just need to invest a bit and you will get which you never even think, I guess. So do not miss this opportunity, because this is just for 48 hours. Suppose that I don't know you will get this 25% discount or not anymore. So yeah, this is about the course. Now I want to give you a walkthrough to Isaac Learn's website. So for that, be with me. Just give me one moment. So here I'm going to start it. Isaac Learn. Okay, you have to write like this, and here we go. Okay, if you are a new someone new who are visiting this website very first time, you just need to log in and start your course, or start exploring the course. You can just go here. If you are searching for specific something like I'm doing here, I will type like Flutter, and yeah, here it is. So we have this course which called Certificate Course in Flutter App Development. Okay, this is our app. Sorry, this is our course. Price you can see here. This is 12,000. You can check all details of this course by scrolling down. You can check our modules like this. Okay, introduction. We have live sessions. We have recorded sessions. We have assessment. We have quizzes. We have all things that you need to prepare for your career in app development. Okay, so these are, as mentioned over here, it's blended. Blended means you will have live sessions plus self-paced as well. Okay, so when you want to join this course, you just need to enroll in that by clicking in this button. When you click, now we have this promo and coupon code section. Here, if you want to avail that I have already shown you one second. I have here the coupon code is Flutter, by the name Flutter. Okay, so what we are going to do is, one second. Okay, here we are. Sorry for the delay. There is a network issue. Yeah. So what I was doing is I'm going to enroll, and the coupon code is Flutter, Flutter. Okay, you just need to write the spelling of Flutter to avail your discount. So I'm going to write, you can use any letter if you want to write in small letter, or if you want to write in capital letter, any will go. Okay, so I'm written like in capital. When I click on apply, boom. So can you see the difference? Instantly, you will get 3,000 off on this wonderful course. And I don't think that nobody wants this discount, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put course link over here and coupon code. Okay, just go and visit the website and check out the. If you want, then you can also enroll. So I'm going to put this in the chat box. You can check. This is the course link and coupon code is Flutter. Okay, it's visible, right? Yeah, that's it from my end. Now we would like to have your queries or questions if you have. You can ask now. So Jayant, Naveen, Neha, Rishikesh, any of you have any doubt, any query that you want to ask to me or to Arpita ma'am, Subna, Yashwant, Sonam? By the way, my name is also Sonam. Okay, I got one chat. No, ma'am. Okay, Neha. So there is no other questions, I guess. We would like to welcome you. We would like to meet you again, ma'am. Again to all of you. And if you guys have any query, any question post this session, you can simply go to our website and find the support or contact us button. Here you can click and write us on email. And if you want to connect, you will get helpline number too. You can connect over there and we will really like to help you. Okay, so that's it from my end. Thank you so much for joining us and yeah, have a good day ahead.